Well, it was my birthday, but I had some journals that I needed to deliver to my shop, so I decided to do a video. This is my 2-page spread on my birthday. I recently redid this journal. It had a sort of a wonky binding, but I liked it and I didn't have a problem with it, but I decided to change it so I could take the pages out, and that's why there's holes in the edges there. But this makes it more convenient to work on, especially like a 2-page spread. The pages lay flat, and I just have to put a little marker in the book when I take one out so I know where to put it back in. I just want to say something about this mat that I have underneath my page there. It is a crafting paper mat, and I do have them in my shop, and they are strategically placed. All the journals that I have created and sell in my shop are this kind of binding. It's an elastic thread, string, I guess you call it as well, and the pages can come out. Makes it a lot more convenient when you do want to work on your journal. Also too, you can paint on the pages a lot easier when you can take them out of the book. So I have a theme going on here in mind, but I'm not going to bury the lead this time. You'll have to wait to the end to see what I'm doing. Yeah, I like to use up scraps, and I tend to keep them, even though they're very small, if I really like that paper that I was using. And so here I'm just using little strips and bits of scraps from other notebooks that I've put together. I don't know how small is a small piece. Too small? Probably when I can't glue it. I can't glue it down because it's too small. But I just love paper. So this paper that I'm going to use for my note journaling spot is like really thick brown paper. So I have to use a fine line Sharpie to write on it. And this is one of my boxes of fabric scraps. You know, I save just about every scrap possible. But I have an upcoming video on how I use those little pieces of fabric in my journals. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm a big believer of putting written journaling into journals. A lot of times people say they hate their handwriting, and I used to be one of those, and I decided to practice, and I talked about this before in another video, but to get my writing to be straight, even when there's no lines, I would use a straight edge, either a ruler or an old, credit card or hotel card, store card, whatever, to keep my lines going straight. And there's a mess up, but hey, you know what? It's still usable. And Yeah, because eventually, hopefully, someone will see this when I'm gone, and they'll be glad to see my handwriting. I felt the same way when my mother passed away. I wanted to see something with her handwriting. So this is why I stress, also write in your journals, because it is important and it does matter.